Chasing Styx. Chasing Styx is a Souls-like shmup. It has local co-op, which is sort of a downside, but I really recommend giving it a try. You can get local co-op by using Parsec if you only have online friends, and it's really easy to set up. The first zone is a little bit confusing because it's like this get trapped in a forest thing, but the rest of the game is really a masterpiece mesh of casual shmup, co-op, and Soulsian, with intense combat that will leave you simultaneously rage quitting and begging for more. I don't suggest this game for solo play, but if you have the patience of a saint like me, maybe, you'll get to the end. Echoes Plus. This is an arcade twin-stick shooter, more reliant on dodging enemies than actual bullets. It has multiple game modes, it's got difficult achievements and challenge modes. Seriously, I dare you to try not to touch the walls in Asteroid Belt mode. It's not easy. It's got leaderboards, it's great for casual stress relief. All modes are completely endless and you can't really beat per se, but you probably won't actually live long enough. This has a really 80s vibe to it, and the neon glow is really done masterfully. Gamma Bros is a short game. It's a masterpiece blend of story, classic arcade style graphics, and 4-point twin stick controls. It's really short, and it has cheat codes and save codes, just in case you don't actually beat it in half an hour. But the ending is such a twist that I really recommend that you play it. Legacy of the Elder Star. I have a love-hate relationship with this game. It's got a lot of problems, and very few things that are really going good for it. The vulnerable spot is not in line with the gun, which is sort of classic to shmups. It's got obnoxious pop-up hints that will probably get you killed the first couple times they happen. It's got a really poorly designed leaderboard where it's sectioned off into sub-ranks, and there's a slight delay in the abilities that you use. On the other hand, it's got free roam full mouse move, which almost no shmups on the market have. It's got fairly easy gameplay, so it's really good for beginners, and it's got a fun array of abilities, which make this a decent beginner game into the side-scrolling subgenre of shmup games. So, check it out, but maybe not keep it in your library. Mobile Astro is a remix of the classic vertical scroll tank shmup. It's got 8-point twin-stick controls, and every new zone saves like a checkpoint, which is also kind of rare in these. Getting through levels is easy enough, but beating the bosses, not so much. Despite a lack of a lot of bullets on screen, be prepared to die repeatedly. Offendron Warrior... all you really do is you fly around and you shoot enemies and you save the citizens, and you don't let the citizens die to the aliens shooting them yourself or letting them fall to the ground and die to gravity, and trying not to get yourself killed. It's got a rapping battlefield version of the horizontal shmup genre. The major downside is you need to have nearly pixel perfect aim, and the color scheme is... It's not nice like Echoes Plus did it. Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt stole my heart. It's a masterpiece of pre-NES style graphics, story, and combat. A mix of RPG overworld exploration and progressively more intense shmup encounters, with some jumping and difficulty. I was really blown away by how amazing something so simple could be. The ending is totally worth the short playthrough if you have 2 to 3 hours to kill. All endings are available on one save file by reloading at the end too, and there's no need to refight the final boss, or travel from the final boss again from each reload, because each time you start near the last triggered ending, so you can go through all 126-ish of them in order. This truly deserves the overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam. Shooty Skies has endless, fast-paced, and colorful bullet heck memeage. Internet culture is attacking, including YouTube, so go fight it! Too many microtransaction opportunities, obnoxious sounds, and lame 2-hour weapon rentals, though. And the trailer is just too damn short. Stargunner is your classic horizontal side-scrolling shmup from the days of MS-DOS. It even runs in DOSBox. But fortunately, it comes with the game on Steam, so you don't have to deal with the horrors of actually trying to install and use DOSBox on your own, which is a giant pain in the butt. Quite a few complaints about sound issues on Steam, which I also experienced and made the game unstreamable for me, unfortunately. It's a classic semi-hardcore side-scrolling shmup. The level probably won't kill you, but the bosses definitely will. Get ready to see how classic games cut you with no slack with this title. Glad there are save slots. Steel Amicus is the second title on this list by Heejong Park. A twin-stick free roam defender. I'm hard-pressed to really call this a shmup, but hey, if Steam says it is, then I guess it's on this list. The controls are fairly awkward and will take some getting used to because the angle of them change depending on the angle that you're actually facing. But beyond that, it's a fairly classic map-based gun and run. Kill, defend, fuel up, protect the base, and score high, if you can. This game would do okay in an actual arcade cabinet, but I don't feel it's really right on the PC. Super FLAIL is the third and last game on this list by Heejong Park, and if you think I'm going to downvote it just because of their track record so far, you are dead wrong. Super FLAIL is an amazing shmup that thinks outside the box despite your character being, well, confined inside of a box. Think you can dodge bullets, kill enemies, and constantly keep your ship in motion? As someone who plays a brakeless ship on my favorite shmup, which is Beat Hazard, I thought so, and I got raffle stumped. Swing your ship's vulnerable point around and round to swing your weapon around, and the physics will drag you with it. Finding a balance between your hitbox rotation and your weapon is worlds of fun and frustration all at once. Plus, there's superpowers. 10 of 10 would fail again. TeraBlaster is the last Steam game on this list. It's a single-player game without a leaderboard or achievements, but I still recommend it, despite these apparent flaws. It's a great de-stressor, a fantastic introduction to twin-stick and free-roam shmups, and trying to best your own score can be pretty hard with all that's going on your screen. After more than a couple minutes. It's one of those games that gets progressively harder the longer you're alive. The following games for the rest of the video are honorable mentions that can be found on Kongregate, a browser-based gaming site. I won't really say much about them other than urge you to try them and more on the site. A ton of these style shmup games and idle games that end up on Steam also start on Kongregate, so go support the creators. You might have noticed there aren't many bullet hell proper games for free on Steam, but there are a metric ton of them on Kongregate, far too many for me to even cram into a YouTube flash video. The last video is my own gameplay. It's a game called Bullet Audyssey. There are a lot of music tracks in the game, and I only really showcase one of the songs because of YouTube shenanigans. But the game has plenty more than that and is one of the finer, rarer examples of a true shmup rhythm game, which are often very hard to find. So for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna let their trailers and that little bit of gameplay play out, and I'm just gonna say, go try them out.